Welcome to the first of our three-part series where we're going to introduce you to the best new community that's coming to San Diego County, Belmont Village. My name is Brian DeVore. I am a senior real estate specialist with DeVore Realty Group and the director of the senior division of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties.
Hi, I am Jamie Shapiro, the founder-owner of Silver Linings Transitions, and we are a senior move management and home organization company.
That's right. And Jamie and I do a lot of work together when we're helping seniors who are downsizing, transitioning into senior living communities. So we've been in a lot of different senior communities.
A lot, yes, a lot over the years.
Yeah.
And this one we are super excited to be bringing today.
Absolutely. So coming to us soon is going to be Belmont Village in La Jolla. And here with us to talk about it is the owner and founder of Belmont Village is Patricia Will. Jamie, do you want to?
She is the CEO and co-founder.
Thank you.
Patricia Will. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, both of you, Brian and Jamie. With respect to La Jolla, we've wanted to be in La Jolla pretty much since we got to California, and more particularly here in San Diego. But as you know, it's relatively difficult to source a site. Through a unique partnership with Greystar, a large multifamily developer, we found this site and saw the opportunity to create a very, very unique project. One of the uniquenesses of all of our projects here in San Diego is combining independent living, assisted living, and memory care all under one roof. In this case, the roof is pretty tall. It's 17 stories.
Yeah.
And what it encapsulates is absolutely magnificent indoor and outdoor areas, very unique opportunities for programming, multiple dining venues, and a lot of amenities that today's seniors demand and really require. In addition, we've got a phenomenally well-trained staff and some very unique programs that we've worked on collaboratively for years with University of California, San Diego that will be housed in the building. With respect to the wait list, we've built a wait list of depositors already that's quite substantial. We have people who've reserved apartments in the building. And we're continuing to do that through a discovery center that we placed on site that not only shows what the building is going to look like, but is manned by very first-rate community relations people that can describe and transmit the Belmont Village experience. It's important to us to staff our buildings, our communities, with leaders who are highly experienced not only in the industry, but with us.
I can see from the building, and Jamie and I both had an opportunity to be there, the view is going to be spectacular. I mean, we're talking 360-degree views when you're at the top, ocean views from the top as well. So
the views from this building are spectacular because we positioned the building so that we're really not blocked by any other building, and everything else is built out around us so that we could figure out how great the views are. The other thing I have to add, given that we are in La Jolla, are the breezes. We have operable windows, and I was up on the site the other day on the 13th floor and with the windows open, and it looked beautiful, and it felt really good up there.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I would say something really important, and we notice this, is a lot of seniors say they aren't ready. They aren't ready to make the move into senior communities. And then we find that once they do make the move, they're like, why did I wait so long? And in this case, I mean, I would move in. I don't know what the age restrictions are,
now.
but it's a lot nicer than when
62 and above.
Okay, so I'm not too far off.
We got a few years.
But if someone's watching, hopefully they're watching and they're getting some information, what would you say to encourage them to get off the fence and make this their home?
Well, look, I think first of all that for many people who have been living home alone, they're denied so many things that are so critical to our well-being. Social engagement, great nutrition, participation in programs, feeding off of the energy, and to the extent that they have care needs, having a variety of people who can deliver those needs as appropriate, that are supervised by someone else, where they're not depending on who's coming in. And the idea here is not to take away independence, but to allow people to be more independent because certain kinds of needs are taken care of.
Right.
I can't express enough how important the social aspect of living in community is, of engaging with the community outside, of participating in lecture series, and all the while, to the extent that there are care needs, but also brain health, fostering memory, physical exercise. And I don't know about all of you, but if it were up to me to exercise on my own, I would probably never do it.
I'm a great fitness person.
Watching our seniors exercise with supervision in our gyms, watching them do Tai Chi and yoga and really de-stress is a marvelous thing. Most people don't think enough about the 50% of the community that is not inside their apartment.
Yeah.
And we furnish that, and we amenitize that, and there are great amenities. Art studios, gyms, theaters, multiple dining venues, indoor, outdoor, saltwater swimming pool, hydrotherapy. And if you think about your own belongings and how much of them you need as a function of this marvelous resort that you're living in, but that also can enable underlying care, you don't need that much. Watching my own folks go through this, and it was a lot more difficult because we didn't have a you, Jamie, but watching them and then seeing how easily they adapted without all their stuff was very, very telling, even for someone like me in this business.
Patricia, thank you so much for joining us and talking about your vision for Belmont Village and for Belmont Village La Jolla. We thank you so much, and this is just the first of a three-part series. We're going to have two more pieces as well, the building as it gets developed, and then when we have the grand opening. So,
well, I can't wait to see you two at the grand opening, and thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, our pleasure. I mean, it is just so inspiring to see, to see the innovation in aging, because, we're getting there ourselves, and we work in this space, and it's nice to know that I would go to a place like that and be like happier than I am right now, managing a house and dealing with.
You may have to be my neighbor.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds good. I will
Great.
take it. All right.
Thank you very much. Well, our next guest, Jamie, I can't remember everything that she does. I'm sorry. I'm getting too old for that. So I have it written down here to make sure I don't forget anything. So Danielle Glorioso, she's a licensed clinical social worker and has been a member of the UC San Diego Division of Geriatric Psychiatry since 2001. She currently serves as the executive director of the Center for Healthy Aging and the Sam and Rose Stein Institute for Research on Aging.
Whew.
Could not have memorized that.
I mean, I'll even give you, I couldn't have done it either.
No. Danielle, welcome.
Quite impressive.
Thank you. Great job.
Oh, thank you.
I'm impressed.
I can do it on paper. It's not a problem. So you have an extensive, obviously, experience with aging, with everything you've done, and a very unique situation with Belmont Village. Talk about this.
Absolutely. I am so excited to be here to talk about this today, because everybody has a pinch me moment in their career, and this is absolutely one of those exciting pinch me moments. This is a dream over a decade in the making realized, so it's super exciting to talk about. So at the Center for Healthy Aging, we're dedicated to advancing lifelong health and well-being through innovative research, interprofessional partnerships, and community collaborations. So this collaboration with Belmont Village is absolutely a piece of all three of those areas. We're going to do innovative research. We are using our interprofessional relationships within UC San Diego, and we are developing really impressive community partnerships to make a difference for older adults in the community. So the whole purpose of the Center for Healthy Aging was to create an umbrella for all of the aging work that's happening in UC San Diego to live underneath. So it's interprofessional collaborations across campus. So this is School of Medicine, this is the business program, this is Jacobs Medical Center. This is all different groups coming together to make a difference in aging. And so when we put that together, we developed a 5- and 10-year strategic plan. And one of the things we really wanted to do was innovative research in senior housing. So in order to do this, we had to create really meaningful partnerships in the community with senior housing. And so we got this great idea to create a Raise Your Resilience program, which is a research study to see if we could enhance resilience in older adults. And we brought it to Patricia at Belmont Village, and she was immediately on board. And I'll share with you, this was not a small ask because they had to create and develop a lot of resources on site to facilitate this program. And we were so excited about this partnership, but we didn't know for sure if our program would work. We'd never done it before. We knew that people who had high levels of resilience had higher levels of well-being, lower depression, lower stress levels, but we weren't sure if we could help people enhance their resilience. And so she still got on board. She still participated. We worked with Belmont, 2 different sites here in San Diego, as well as Mather Lifeways in a few other states. And we were so excited when the program was done. We found that older adults increased resilience, decreased their perceived stress, and also increased levels of wisdom.
Wow.
And so that was the building block and the first step to create our partnership with Belmont. You have to work with a senior living community that's innovative and thinks outside the box, and that's absolutely what Belmont Village does.
I think probably now one of the more exciting things I'm looking forward to at seeing Belmont Village La Jolla is seeing the lab and seeing how it all comes together.
We are so excited. Like I said, this is one of those pinch me moments. We've been dreaming about doing this since, before 2014. Developing a living lab, which is basically a space within the community that we can deepen our connection to the older adults, that they can partner with us, they can give us advice, they can help us develop the interventions that we're creating, they can give us advice on what technologies we use, what works, what doesn't work. This allows us to deepen our connection to older adults by being embedded in the community, and then allows us to take the research that we do to a whole nother level, which is really exciting.
Those of you who are watching, you're going to want to come check out this community. The first thing you need to do is head on down to the Discovery Center. You'll see Paula there. You can see the floor plans, the layouts, the renderings, and so forth. You can see how big that building is and get an idea of what the view is going to look like. So we want you to go check it out, get your reservation in, put your deposit in. You can be one of the first people there. And we look forward to putting together the next episode where we're going to come back and see how the building is developing, see what's going on there, see what kind of special programs there are for people who are depositing. And then our third episode will be the grand opening.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yep.
I mean, just everything that they're bringing. So, well, it's a fun episode.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching.